You are listening to the Lose Weight for the Last Time podcast with me, Laura Conley, episode number 223. Hey babes, what's up? This is such a good episode. I'm so excited. It's kind of a little bit of back to the basics, but I promise you're going to have aha after aha, because oftentimes that's what we need is like a remembering, especially when there's so much noise and confusion out there. So we're going to talk about exactly what you need to know if you want to lose weight in 2025. 2025 can be your year. I know that it might feel like, it's too late. It's already freaking February or March, but I promise you guys, this is going to be your year. I know you probably feel tired of starting every new year off with the same weight loss resolution or goal or intention, only to see it fizzle out by like now. And this can be different. And you putting a mark in the sand and being like, yeah, it can be different on freaking February 25th or 26th or March 2nd, whatever the day is, you putting that mile marker down, that is the difference. And then letting yourself continue to do B plus or B minus work and keep showing up no matter what. So before we dive in, you guys, I have to tell you, we got a freaking puppy. Oh my God. This puppy is so cute and so good. We named the puppy. Should I tell you what we named the puppy? I feel like we should have a voting contest. I also feel like we should do a podcast episode where there's like 10 weight loss lessons learned from a puppy, because the analogies, you guys, are on fire. My brain's like, oh, that's a weight loss analogy. Oh, that's a weight loss analogy. Okay, but for today, and we're probably going to have a fairly short episode because I like miss the dog. You guys are like, it's like I have a new boyfriend. My friggin' puppy. Oh my God, he is so cute. And I need to go snuggle him. But I need you guys to know that 2025 really is your year. And this is going to be different. So you're going to have to do different things. You guys know I talk about it all the time. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Okay. So the same thing over and over again is yo-yo dieting, and then throw in a little bit of self-hatred or you beating yourself up when you make mistakes, and then unsustainable plans. And you're totally effed. No wonder you're throwing in the towel, right? You need a new way, a shift in your perspective. And I promise you, I know it's going to sound like light and fluffy at the beginning, but just stay with me for the episode. But you need a weight loss plan, a health plan, a wellness plan, whatever you want to call this, that focuses on self-love and mindset and things that are actually sustainable. And that's where the B plus, B minus work, whatever. Some of my clients are like, I cannot fathom doing B minus. Can I just have a B plus? I'm like, okay, fine. But that is the actual solution. So we're going to dive into that today. So first and foremost, we have to unlearn the lies that are out there, the myths. Okay. So like number one, calorie counting. Calorie counting doesn't work. Now, it does actually work, which is why it's so freaking misleading. It works in the short term. It works for 2 weeks. It works for 3 months. Same with macro counting, right? You will throw in the towel, and it screws with your hunger hormones. And hunger hormones are our everything if we want permanent weight loss. Okay, you guys? So restrictive diets, and you might be like, they're not even that restrictive. Trust me, if you're counting calories or macro tracking, it's not going to work in the long run. It's going to be a tease. It's a freaking tease because it does work in the short term. But if what you want is to be done with this once and for all, we actually have to balance our hunger hormones instead. Okay, that's what we do in the Yummy Mummy. Another lie, another myth is that 80-20 works. 80-20 does not work. Oh my God. I used to like want to bang my head against a wall because I'd be like, I'm eating healthy. And I was eating healthy. And my clients, a lot of them are already eating really healthy. That 20% is where all the room for growth lies. I promise you. 80-20 can lead to cravings, can lead to like a lot of permissive behavior, right? Like, well, I've eaten like good all week, so I can have XXX. And like some people can do that. Like I just found for myself and all of my clients that just doesn't work. And when I more than the loss of the 80/20 rule, so much opened up for me. And I actually like eating the way that I eat now better than before. Let's call it 95/5 or 98/2. I don't know the actual math, but I'm eating very clean and very healthy, but also very nourishing. Like it's not like I feel deprived at all. In fact, I feel less deprived now than I did during my dieting days. Okay. Another lie that you probably don't know that you are living out. Maybe you do. Some of my clients do. I'd say it's like 50/50. You're trying to hate yourself thin. Now, some of you guys are like, I don't think I'd like am that mean to myself. But if you make a mistake on your plan and then you throw in the towel or you beat yourself up or you throw your head in the sand, you're trying to force yourself in. You're trying to hate yourself skinny. And we actually have to, and you guys are going to cringe, I know. You actually have to learn the importance of self-love and acceptance. Think of your kids or your puppy. Oh, my puppy's totally peeing and pooping in the house. I don't make him wrong or bad. I'm just teaching him to pee and poop outside. And that's the same thing we're going to do. I like actually love him up so much more. And if you guys look at the research, that's actually how we change behavior in puppies, in adults, in kids. So we have to learn the skill of loving yourself, of talking to yourself through that BFF filter where you don't say anything to yourself that you wouldn't say to your BFF. Okay. So that's like first and foremost is we have to like uncover these myths. We have to unlearn these lies, right? Calorie counting is a trap. Lie number one, the 80/20 rule. Nope. Can't hate yourself skinny. Okay. So moving on, we have to talk about mindset. I feel like mindset, you guys, gets like so nebulous. Like what the hell is mindset? Like I don't even like know what that means. Like when it comes to weight loss on a granular level, like what is mindset anyway? Your mindset is like your attitude. It's like the way that you think about food, the way that you think about your body, the way that you think about eating out, the way that you think about meal prep, the way that you think about all of your behaviors that center around food and body. If you have like grown up in the really 70s, 80s, 90s, even 2000, like in our culture, you have a diet brain. You do, and it keeps you stuck. It keeps you performing habits fairly automatically. Sometimes we don't even realize we're doing what we're doing. That's why we need a coach, right? You can't see what you can't see. And so your diet brain is keeping you stuck, right? And we all have one. So we have to rewire our brain so that it can perform habits for us, not against us, for us automatically. Like think of any habit that you just do. Like, do you just drink 8 glasses of water or like 80 ounces of water? Do you just whatever? Do you just take your vitamin? Do you just make your bed? Like what habits do you do that you just do naturally? All of those habits at one time you didn't do naturally. You had to learn to do them. And prior to doing them, you didn't do them. The same thing can be true for food. So cool. It's really not that hard. I promise you. It's like making the bed. Freshman year of college, like never made my bed. I think I was like on the top bunk. But then I decided when I moved into an apartment that I wanted to keep my room like really clean. And so I had to practice. And now I just do it automatically. For the last like 20 some years, I just make my bed, right? I don't have to think about it. Okay. Another part of your mindset is what I talked about a little bit before, which is you have to really learn how to talk to yourself nicely. So if you make a mistake, how can you baby yourself without letting yourself off the hook? How can you learn from your mistake versus throwing your head on the table? How can you look at what just happened versus just shaming the crap out of yourself, right? So this can look like, okay, I just made a mistake. Oof. And shame will wash over you if you have been in the habit of beating yourself up in the past. Like, I want you to start being really kind to yourself. I wonder what was going on for me there. I wonder if I was bored or stressed or needed comfort or wanted a little pleasure. Oh, I was trying to use food for that. How can I solve my needs in other ways? Okay, so that's a mindset too. Another mindset that we need to adopt is breaking up with people pleasing, stopping being nice and people pleasing, because a lot of us are people pleasing eating. We are afraid to disappoint other people And because of that, we're abandoning ourselves. We're disappointing ourselves. We're disappointing our future selves, right? And a lot of people won't actually be disappointed, you guys. They won't give a crap, especially if you don't give a crap, especially if you have your own back. They'll be very supportive. Now, yes, the one randoid food pusher is probably going to be disappointed. Oh, well, she'll get over it. And it's like, if these people in your life are really that butthurt that you aren't eating what they're serving, then like, do you want them in your life? Like, you want to lose weight for really good, clean reasons. You're not trying to be a freaking weirdo. You're doing it to be healthy, to be light and alive, to feel good in your skin, to have the inside match the outside, right? So we need to be willing to start stopping doing that. And you can practice in really safe environments and like environments where the risk isn't like super, super high. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to start practicing that. Another piece of the mindset, and we kind of just talked about it, but it's like, okay, when you notice that you are standing in front, that refrigerator light is glaring you in the eyes, and you're just standing there searching for something to solve all of your problems. Ding, 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 hint, hint, hint. It's not in the fridge, I promise you. But it's actually good because it's a check engine light. So I want you to use the mindset of, what am I looking for? If hunger isn't the problem, food isn't the solution. So what do I need here? Pleasure, stress relief, or reward. How can I get that in other ways? Okay. So boredom, stress, the need for comfort, the need for stress relief, like I just said, the need for pleasure. These are like human needs that for most of us are not well met with food. So we have to figure out other strategies. Okay. So remember how at the beginning I told you guys that we have to talk about sustainability. So many of us haven't lost weight for the last time. It's because we just like keep throwing in the freaking towel. This is so normal. This is so common. This was me too. I was constantly committing to another diet, another plan, and then throwing in the towel. Oh my God. It was such a sick cycle. And I shouldn't say sick because it's like so common and normal. And there's like no way we can't inherit that, right? So I shouldn't be mean to myself. And I'm really not. But sustainability, you guys, we have to have personalized plans. One size fits all, it just doesn't work. Like, again, you've tried it, you've seen it's failed. So you actually have to have a plan that is meant for your lifestyle, your bio-individuality, your preferences. And that is what we create inside the Yummy Mummy experience. And we do it together. We hold your hand and then we test and retest in a strategic, scientific way where you're losing weight the whole time so that you can we use the scientific method. So we have this hypothesis that if we balance our hunger hormones, then we will lose weight for the last time. So how do we balance the hunger hormones? We get you on a plan. You pick from like 10-ish things that will help you to balance your hunger hormones. Then we go test and retest. And you're losing weight the whole time. You're not hungry, which is like, I know that sounds too good to be true. My program, honestly, you guys, it does sound good to be true. It does. And it's just not. It's just like, it's fucking magic. It just is. I had a client the other day and she just is like, and this is what it's not even the other day. She said it like maybe a month ago. And now every single call and all of her Slack, she's like, pure fucking magic, pure fucking magic. It just clicked for her. And that's what happens to all my clients. Like, this work is magic and it is available to you and it will work for you. She thought it wasn't going to work for her. Oh, I love her so much. Anyways, shout out to you if you are listening. I didn't ask her if I could share her name, so I'm not going to share her name, but in the future I will, if she lets me. Okay. So I also want you guys to know that you've got to journal every single day. I know that sounds like arduous, but like, you brush your teeth every single day, don't you? Why? Because you don't want your teeth to fall out of your head. And you believe that if you don't brush your teeth consistently, that you'll have a cavity, that shit will hit the fan, right? Same is true for weight loss. If you don't have a daily practice that is fun, that you like, and I teach all of my clients how to like and love their journal practice, and it's a prompted practice. So it's not like you have to think of what to write. You are being prompted. And journaling is, it's more important than any diet. Tracking your thoughts and your habits leads to lasting change. And there is so much science around this. So that's what I teach all of my clients to do. We have a Yummy Mummy journal. It's so cute. We send it out to all of our clients. Okay. Another sustainable strategy that you need is to allow your favorite things. Like, you guys know I still eat pizza. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this one type of pizza right now from this place called Barchetta. It's so delish. Anyways, I still eat pizza. I love pizza. I love, what else do I love? I love wine. You guys know I love wine. I love wine. I love pizza. Chocolate. I still eat my favorite things. I just do it in a way that's supportive and strategic in terms of my hunger hormones. And I never feel like I'm deprived. And so it's not about giving up everything. It's just about being really smart about it. So I'm sure you guys are picking up what I'm putting down right now. And I'm also sure, because I know you, because I literally was you, and because I've helped hundreds of clients like you, I'm sure that some things are popping up in your head. I've tried everything and nothing has worked. Why will this be different? And I think you're actually getting the answer as I'm talking to okay, this actually does seem different because this is a psychological approach. We're working on the mindset. There's mindfulness. So there's also some Eastern philosophy. I weave a lot of my background from yoga and meditation into my coaching practice. So you can see that this is different because we work on emotional eating. We have accountability. We have the mindset stuff. We have the hormonal stuff. It's real and it's so holistic. We are working on the root problems. It's not just eat this, don't eat that. It's well, why are you eating that? Let's solve for that. And then you're golden. What about, I'm kind of hearing you guys as I'm talking. Some of my clients will be before they become my clients, they'll be I just don't have time. And I'm what? What do you mean you don't have time? Isn't this the biggest or one of the biggest problems in your life? You guys, whatever problems you have, make sure that they match your calendar and your credit card bill. Okay. So if your biggest problem is your health or you not weighing what you want or however you want to describe this, I want your calendar and your bank account to reflect it until you solve it. And some of you guys have thrown in the towel. That was me. I had totally accepted defeat. I was well, this is just not going to work. I've tried for 20 years. And then I had my daughter, right? And I was oh my God, I have to fix this because I don't want to pass this down to her. And I'm not going to do parenting perfectly, but let me try to clean this up because I know this totally, this seeped into every single area of my life. And so what do you mean you don't have time? This is the most important thing. You are in your body 24/7. Yes, of course, you totally have. Look at your Instagram usage. Look at your phone usage. How many times are you picking up your phone? You have time. It's just that your brain probably is like my brain. And it's we don't have time because it doesn't actually want to give up the brownies or the cupcakes or the ice cream or the whatever it thinks it's going to have to give up, which you don't actually have to give up, right? You have time. Trust me. What's so curious about this is you're already spending time on this problem anyways, and you're just not solving it with the spinning out, with the over calculating, with the 2-a-days, with the so on and so on. And so let's just get this done. A lot of people will say that they're just really nervous to spend money on themselves, right? Obviously my program costs money. They say I'm scared to invest in myself. My program's $5,000. And they'll be I don't want to take away from my kids' freaking farm camp. I want them to go to the special farm camp where they get to harvest the eggs. It's $3,000 for 2 kids for a week. F me, geez. And I know it's scary. I get it. It's so scary to invest in ourselves, especially when we tried so many things. That's why I offer a money back guarantee. But you know what's so cool? When you invest in yourself, you get a huge level up. So it's not only do you lose weight for the last time, you get a huge bump in your ability to believe in yourself and your self-worth because you just spend money on yourself. So a lot of my clients get a huge transformation when they do sign up because they just spent $5,000 on themselves. And so their subconscious is well, I guess we are worthy. And I really feel if you can't do this for yourself, do this for your family. Listen to the husband episodes. Listen to my husband on my podcast. I should have him come back on the podcast. He is so grateful that I did all this work because I'm just so much nicer and more pleasant and more fun and free to be around because I feel good on my body. I feel good on my skin. And the same is true for all of my clients. So this truly, I promise you guys, this is the best gift you will give your family, right? Happy wife, happy life. Okay. I'm going to host a free class, which I'm so excited about, called How to Weigh What You Want Without Doing Shit That You Hate. It's going to be on March 20th. So I want you guys to go sign up for that. It's at lauraconley.com/class. And you can sign up and get your spot now. And I'm going to teach you how to weigh what you want without doing shit you hate. Okay. So go sign up for that now. It's at lauraconley.com/class. So I hope you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you want me to record any podcasts for you. I love you guys so much. I hope you have the absolute best week ever. Go sign up for that class now. I gotta go snuggle my freaking puppy, cutest freaking puppy in the world. Have the best week ever. Ciao, ciao. Love you.